Hello, fellow alchemists. Welcome back to our series on Elixir. I know it's been some time since I did some videos about Elixir. I've been quite busy at work, and now the good thing is that I've been doing all Elixir, which has actually brought up a couple of interesting things that have actually come up in my daily work. Often I find myself actually reaching for IEX, whether that's through just IEX itself or actually using the remote console to interact with some applications. And I picked up a couple of tricks which I think are extremely useful, and I wanted to show you guys those today. So if I pop open my IEX, now what I wanted to show off is that we can actually do some pretty cool things. One of them I think everybody knows, which is all about documentation, right? So if I wanted to know maybe how to set up the agent, which I think is one, then we'll see, basically this is how we can set up an agent. Now, the one other thing that happens to me quite a lot is, let's say I want to start up an agent, and we'll see that it returns OK PID, and I go to start it up, just return 42, same as they have in the example. Now, if you look at the second line over here, I need to actually have that PID in order to interact with an agent. Well, as you can see in the second line, I can't really do that now, can I? Well, a nice trick I've found is that there's this v function, which will actually play back the last return value, so on that line. So if I use this, now I actually have that v. Now, this v command, it may look like, it's always the last one that gets returned, but not entirely. You can actually kind of trick it. Well, not necessarily trick it, but you can actually reach for farther back values. So if I do -3, you see I can go back by 3. 1, 2, 3, and grab that PID again if I ever need to grab it again. Now, this is all relative, right? So if you take a look at this and I do v -2, which will give us back, this one over here. So this is extremely useful, as you guys may have noticed. Now, the other thing that's actually quite cool is that you can also inspect what something is in a certain variable in case you don't know what it is. So I can say, what is this thing in my PID over here? And you see I get some very specific information, right? So what's the term? It's a PID. Is it alive? Yes. This is basically very specific for items, right? And the other thing too is you can get these implemented protocols. So you can also take a look at, say, inspect a empty list, and you'll see it actually implements the enumerable and also some other ones too. So this is also another very useful command. All right, so now the other thing I found that's extremely useful is sometimes, like over here, right, I have this PID. I don't really want to lose it. I don't really want to set up everything again. But as I'm typing, so maybe like 1 + 2, and I type this on accident and I press enter. Now normally what I would do is I would actually Control-C twice and start it up again, and I'd have to restart IEX and restart everything. Well, what's really cool is that if you enter $IEX : break, it will actually break that previous expression. So you see I still have access to my previous variables. This is extremely useful if you're trying to build up all this information and you accidentally type something wrong. You don't have to Control-C and re-enter everything all over again. So this is Alan from Plangora. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'm hoping to bring you guys more videos coming up soon. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi. Please feel free to ask us any questions about Elixir, Flutter, or anything else in programming. Here's our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll answer your questions every Friday. Ya mantai ke dak man all. Yo wenti ji da wen wo